Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
The president met with utility CEOs once again today. Well, I shouldn't say once again. He met with them today, these utility CEOs, actually to discuss the Build Back Better agenda, otherwise known as the stimulus package. That's the one that we're currently talking about. And they're talking about how they can actually implement the Build Back Better agenda, as well as lower some of these crazy utility prices right now. In fact, just a couple days ago, I was out with you in one of the videos talking about one of my utility bills and how crazy high it is right now. It's unbelievable, right? If you didn't happen to see that video, I'll just tell you really fast here. So in December, my gas bill was $78. Again, that's kind of high for this time of year, but it's just kind of right in the range considering it's winter, right? Well, I got the bill for January, $129. Unbelievable. I mean, seriously, I've never had a bill over $100, not even close to $100 a month. So when I saw 129, I was thinking, like, really? Seriously? Is there a mistake here? But nope, it was all right. It was just, that's how much prices have gone up this year. So, I mean, it's just unbelievable right now, right? So, very high stuff. So, hopefully they can hammer something out here with these utility CEOs. Hopefully they can find a solution here to figure something out to help people out with these utilities. Because honestly, there's a lot of people that are struggling right now. And the last thing we want to do is pay more on our utility bills. These are like the least fun bills in the world to pay, right? Yeah, never fun at all to get these bills. So, anyway, that was going down today with the president and these utility CEOs. Also, let's quickly talk about the Build Back Better agenda, again, the stimulus package, and some of the other talk that went on today as well. So, the press secretary, Jen Psaki, was also out today during her regular daily, news briefing and talking about the Build Back Better agenda as it came up, and here's what was mentioned. So, she mentioned that their objective is to work with Democrats and Republicans to get this legislation completed. Now, also, she did mention that it is their also objective to make sure that this legislation includes reduction to healthcare costs, changing the tax code, and making sure that Medicare has the ability to negotiate prescription prices. So again, not much of a change there. We pretty much already know that. However, this bill continues to get whittled down even more. Now, in a separate report, we also do know that Ron Wyden is working on the Build Back Better agenda, a new version of it, by the way. Some people have been referring to this as the skinny bill. There's also been some other names thrown around, but essentially it's just the skinny bill at this point. Ron Wyden is actually working on this right now, and again, he is basically taking out some of the provisions in the original bill, again, the $2.2 trillion package that was passed through the House a couple months ago, and now it's been sitting in the Senate. So he's been taking out some of the provisions within that package and basically building a new package around some of the provisions that already have widespread support. Now, at the same time, what's interesting about this is they're starting to examine how they want to get this package through. On one hand, they're talking about doing it through reconciliation, which is the process where they just need the 50 votes out of the Senate, plus the tie-breaking vote from the vice president. Otherwise, they're also considering doing it on a bipartisan basis. So, regardless of what they do here, of course, if they have to do it bipartisan, they would need those 60 votes in the Senate in order to get it done. If that's the case, then they would need to make it very, very appealing for Republicans to also back it up and say, hey, we agree with this, and at least bring 10 of them on board to actually sign on and vote in favor of this. So, if that's the case, they would need to have a completely separate package than what they're actually negotiating out and what Ron Wyden is working on with this other portion of the bill. Again, some people have called it the skinny bill. We don't really know what Ron Wyden is calling it, but that's kind of what it's being referred to right now because we know it's going to be a much more tamed down bill at this point. So, kind of some interesting new, adjustments that came out of this bill as of today. Also, something else I want to mention here very quickly. So, down in the comments section, every so often, again, I don't like bringing this up all that often, but I just have to clarify this. So, down in the comments section, I would say I see a handful of people each day ripping me apart, saying, oh, this is made up, you're just leading people on. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not leading anybody on. The information that I'm giving here in these videos is real things that I'm finding through the research. However, I do think that there's a lot of confusion about this, so let me clarify for just a second here. When I say stimulus package, I'm talking about the all-encompassing massive bill that actually encompasses all the provisions within it that may contain a stimulus check. As I've mentioned in previous videos, we have no clue what's going to be in this package completely. We have a few provisions that we know will be in there for the most part, right? Like I just mentioned, Jen Psaki said some of the things that we want in this bill is, number 1, reduce healthcare costs. Number 2, we want to reform the tax code. Number 3, we want to make Medicare give the ability to negotiate prescription prices. We also do know that they want to add the child tax credit payments in there, right? Those are not stimulus checks, by the way. Those are just the monthly payments. So I think there's a little bit of confusion. When I say stimulus package, or when I use stimulus package in the title of the videos, it doesn't necessarily mean stimulus check. It simply means the all-encompassing package that has all of these different provisions within it. Now again, may it contain a stimulus check? It might. Honestly, we don't know that quite yet, which is why we got to continue watching this so incredibly closely right now, because Congress recognizes this. Democrats recognize this, that Americans are struggling right now. They know that they need to make a much more people-focused bill. They've mentioned this. In fact, this is what Ron Wyden is working on right now. A more people-focused bill, because they recognize Americans are struggling. They get it. And they also know that the midterm elections are coming up as well. So, may it contain some type of payment to the people? It could, but I'm just telling you right now, at this point, it does not contain that stimulus check. It does not contain that payment to the people at this point. But again, anything could be added at any given point, right? So I just wanted to reiterate that and make it very, very clear here so that there's no misunderstanding. And I just want you to know, the stuff that I'm telling you in these videos, there'd be no reason for me to make this up. Why would I make up something that Ron Wyden is working on? I mean, seriously, why would I make that up? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I come here and be like, hey, Ron Wyden is working on a package that's focused on the people? Honestly, if I want to make stuff up, why would I say that? I mean, seriously, let's be real here. You know what I mean? So my point is, none of this stuff is made up. You can feel free to fact check any of this if you'd like to. But again, I think there's just a little bit of confusion about this, which is why I wanted to come back and clarify it right here in this video as well. I just want you to know, I'm doing the research on this. There's also multiple other people here on YouTube that also talk about this stuff and that also use stimulus package in their titles. And it's, again, the information is very similar across many of the channels here that talk about this stuff. So, again, unless we're all just making up the same old story, which, again, is not happening, I can assure you that. You can feel free to look it up if you'd like, but, again, I think it's just a little bit of confusion. At the same time, like I've said in so many videos, I always give everybody the benefit of the doubt simply because I get it. I see the struggle down below in the comments section. I don't really know what Congress is doing right now. I honestly can't really wrap my head around what they are thinking. I mean, let's be real, they're probably not thinking at all, because the struggle is real. There's this great divide right now with everybody in the country, right? There's some people that are doing great, there's some people that are doing fine that don't need support, and then on the other side of the spectrum, there are a lot of people that are really, really, really struggling right now. And it just completely surprises me that Congress hasn't quite figured it out, that, hey, maybe, like, you know, a portion of the population really needs some support right now. But based on the research and what I've been talking about over the last few weeks here, few months, Congress is finally starting to figure it out that, yeah, some Americans actually do need support right now, which again is why Ron Wyden and some of the senators are still working on these stimulus packages and trying to make them more people-focused rather than climate-focused.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.